Okay, so here's the big question of the hour here. What caused God? Right.
Nothing.
Right, right. So, people, and I can understand, without looking into the arguments, God has just always existed. People are going to say, well, how? I mean, that's just incredible. How is that the case? What would you what would you say to that?
I would always I would point out a lot of the same reasoning behind the infinite regress we talked about, and just get them to agree, even as someone like Graham Oppie, who's an atheist, agrees, there's got to be some foundational base of reality, something that somewhere the buck stops. And whatever that thing was, whatever that being or entity was, it could not have been caused. It just simply is. It doesn't need an explanation beyond itself. So everything has an explanation, either in an external cause or in something or within itself. And whatever the first cause was, whatever the fundamental substance of reality, fundamental being, entity, whatever you want to call it, that would be explained by itself.
Yeah.
It would not need to be explained by something else. It just simply would be.
Right. And can you think of any other necessary, maybe truths? I could think of maybe propositions, mathematics. What do you
Sure. I mean,
just to kind of
there
give an
could be. You mean you could think of logical truths? You could think of those kind of things, mathematical propositions. The reason people always say, well, people always try to argue, well, if the fundamental thing is necessary, why is nothing else? And it's
right.
simple. We don't multiply entities beyond necessity.
Mhm.
We only need to deposit one fundamental substance to explain all of contingency. Sure, for all we know, there could be multiple fundamental substances out there that are uncaused and just sort of exist together. But we don't need to posit that. If there was enough evidence to suggest they were there, then we would. We don't multiply entities beyond necessity. So to explain all of the contingent reality we exist in, we only deposit one fundamental substance.
Yeah, right. And I think that wait, let me see here. We could always wonder what caused God in a sense of awe and wonder, right? But the logic, um that's not a logical thing to come to. Like, the logic is, to me, pretty airtight, that there has to be this necessary being at the bottom of all reality. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't seem like that can be refuted.